So we should be back here, Full Velocity Racing Network. We should be back here, Full Velocity Racing Network. Large and in charge here tonight. I tell you what, somebody that was large and in charge was Josh Peacock. We'll get a moment with him here in just a few moments. But I tell you what a great run by the driver of the number 13 machine. Finally getting a podium finish. Has been a long time here since I've got the chance to talk to Caleb Ramsey here tonight. Caleb, I tell you what, fantastic run there. I mean, you were duking it out, battling for the lead. You were doing everything you could to probably win this one, but a third place finish, got to feel good. It's been a while since I've been able to talk to you.
Yeah, like you said, it's been a while. I definitely needed a good run, and I was glad I could put it together tonight.
Yeah, it looked like it was a pretty racy track here this evening. It looked like the bottom was strong. Then it seemed to go away. It seemed to get slick down there. Then everybody went to the top, the middle. How was the race for you? Were you able to run pretty much all over the place, or up top?
Well, I mean, pretty much like you said, for the majority of the first part of the race, I was trying to stay down low a little bit, but towards the end, there was nothing I could do down there really, unless I was just kind of sending it off.
Yeah, pretty much hanging up top there in that number 13 machine, Caleb. But what a fantastic run! They were talking about it out there in the Facebook live chat that you had a good run here tonight. Great to see you finally get the monkey off your back, kind of here and get a podium finish. Hopefully, a couple positions more, and we'll see you down at Victory at BladeNode.com, Victory Lane here in a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'm still chasing that win, but I'll go home with a third and be happy.
All right, Caleb. We're going to be microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. We'd like to thank you this evening.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank everybody at DWR for putting this on. My teammates at Bulletproof Motorsports, they helped me out tremendously. I wouldn't be able to do it without them. Thank you guys at Full Velocity, Eric at Ogstead Wraps for always having my cars looking good, and the guys over at 26
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up third place here this evening, driver of the number 13, Caleb Ramsey. We're going to let him get back and talk it out, party it out with some of the other drivers. We're going to make our way down here to the driver of the number 18 machine of Kyle Surratt, who led the majority, I'm going to say, of the last portion of the event there. Josh Peacock able to sneak around him here in the last couple laps, and Kyle, you did everything you could. Josh was just able to roll that bottom like no other person. I mean, man, you were full throttle up top. I thought you had that in the bag, but a little bit of kiss to the wall there kind of sealed the deal there for Josh Peacock coming off of 4. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, I knew I had a good car early. I was just kind of riding behind Caleb and Kyle there as they were battling, and I was just kind of waiting for the right opportunity to try and make a pass. I didn't want to go 3-4 wide with them and Casey and wreck everybody. And then so I was able to take the lead on a restart, and I'm pretty good at running the cushion here. This is about the only place I'm good at running the cushion. I like to run the bottom everywhere else. So it's kind of funny the fact that Josh was able to roll me on the bottom there, because that's normally where I'd be at, and he'd be on the top. But yeah, he made it work real good, and I thought I was going to be able to get back around him there out of 4, and I got a little overzealous and drove it into 3 too hard, tapped the wall a little bit, and killed my momentum, and he was able to nip me at the line. Congrats to him.
Yeah, really, really close finish there. I think it was .019 there, Kyle. So nice drag race down to the start finish line. I know a second place finish still good here. Anytime you can get a podium finish here at DWR, I'm going to tell anybody out there, Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch, it's a feat in itself. And you can even ask Kyle. Kyle's won races, but even to finish in the top 3, the top 5 for that matter, it's really, really hard, isn't it, Kyle?
It really is. This is one of the toughest groups you'll race against in the street stocks, week in and week out. So anytime you can get a top 5, let alone top 3, it's almost like a moral victory.
Kyle, I'm going to give you the microphone. You know the routine by now on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'd like to thank you this evening.
Of course, I'd like to thank myself for putting this deal together. TNT Auto Source down there in St. Louis area there. If you need your car fixed up, go see Tommy Rogers. I'd like to thank you guys for continuing to do the broadcast here. Jim, Jason, Eric, DWR for putting on the league.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the second place finish here tonight at the dirt track at Charlotte, Kyle Surratt in that number 18 machine. We're going to make our way down to BladeNode.com, victory lane, with a guy who is very, very disheartened here tonight. When I asked him if he was going to make it 3 in a row, he told me no. And now he's standing down here in victory lane. I can call him a liar. I can call him whatever he wants to be called here, but he is a winner here tonight. So, Josh, tell us about that race, able to roll the bottom. And Kyle even hinted at it. Normally you're rolling the top side, and you were able to roll the bottom here tonight and take down the victory, able to sneak that win out of turn 4 with a drag race. Tell us about your race, man.
Yeah, like I told Kyle at the end of that race, I felt out of my element. Usually he's the bottom feeder, and I'm up there on the wall. But yeah, it was Lady Luck was on my side. If he didn't get into the wall when I turned 4, I didn't stand a shot at it. He had me at the stripe every lap before.
But it was definitely a good race. His gap was up to 1.8 seconds at one time, Josh. You were able to chip away at that lead and just rolling the bottom and consistency. You could see how smooth you were down on the bottom, and you had to be that smooth because it looked like it was really slipped down on the bottom, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, you had to hit it just right. You couldn't barrel off in there and expect it to stick. It was definitely a different kind of track tonight, but I really enjoyed it. I was hoping to get lucky enough and Sunday would be the same.
So, Josh, got to ask something. You said no, not to 3 in a row, and you got 3 in a row here. Can you make it 4 in a row the next time we come out here? 5 in a row, even for that matter, on Sunday? Or you you can think somebody's going to be starting headhunting, or what's going on here, Josh? But I tell you, you told me no, and that was a pretty loud no when I asked earlier. Do you think you have anything for him on Sunday?
Man, like I've always said, if I can show up out here and finish top 5 with these guys, I will always take that as a success. But as far as going, see if I can wrap it up Sunday, I'm not going to say I will, but I am going to tell you I'm going to give it my best shot.
You're not going to say no this time, then?
Hey, it's racing, man. Anything can happen.
Well, Josh, everybody, microphone and floor is all yours. Thank you. I'd like to thank you tonight.
Nah, first off, I thank Jim, Jason, Eric, DWR, putting in all the work they do for putting on this series for us. I'd like to thank my teammates at Bulletproof Motorsports, all the help they do with all the setups and all the little help they give. I thank my wife and all my friends and family that support me in racing. I thank you guys for the broadcast out.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, the Bulletproof Motorsports number 61, a nice car out there, a nice scheme out there for that number 61 machine. Taking down the victory here, Josh Peacock, and he's going to try for 4 and 5 in a row here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. If he can pull that off, I'll even put some cash up to somebody to stop the streak. So we'll see if Josh can do that, or if he's going to not be able to do that. But it's a good feat in itself. 3 wins in a row here this evening for Josh Peacock and DWR, and that's not something that's easy here at the DWR series. So we're going to let Josh get back down to work and get back to partying with Justin Pruitt maybe and Michael Whitlock. I threw him up in just a random channel, so I probably just threw him in on a team conference up there of Damn It Boy Racing. Rather interesting up there, but I tell you, fantastic race for the Dirt Warrior Racing guys here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Once again, always here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, we got to thank our sponsors here. Everything goes up on the screen there. Got to thank our sponsors, Hanover Wrecker Service. Got to thank I'm starting to stutter here. Got to thank iRacingIFlag.com. If you want to be a step above the competition, visit them over at iRacingIFlag.com. Also got to thank Voiles Trucking, BladeNode.com for all the support. Sam has been out there. Sam's a consistent viewer out there, and we see Vlad out there. Got to thank those guys for being a loyal sponsor here at the Full Velocity Racing Network. Everybody there. Also got to thank South Texas Speedway, Corpus Christi's place to race. Scott Bargeloff with South Texas Speedway. What a fantastic sponsor. Glad to have those guys aboard. Monstar Productions and Jake Keel. I hear that there's an announcer race going out around his parts. If you want to sponsor him, get a hold of him and sponsor him. I want to see him in a car. That ought to be interesting. Also got to thank TDR-Racing.net for all of the Turtle sponsorship that we get from those guys. As they've been a long-lasting supporter here, and supporter Jack down on the controls able to help us out, and and lots of leaps and bounds. Also got to thank Hard Motorsports and Ron and Hard Motorsports, Ron Piles. He's well, many of you guys don't know, he is an owner here of the Full Velocity Racing Network. Kind of a silent owner as of yet, so maybe we'll see him back on the air once in a while. We got to thank Trash Panda Graphics for everything that Jason Salter does for us here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Evil One Graphics, same way. I tell you what, Jim Revis does a fantastic job helping us out. Can't thank him enough. Eric Ike said he's not a sponsor, but he might as well be. These guys over here at DWR they're really, really close to the Full Velocity Racing Network. So those guys, got to thank those guys. Got to thank Brendan Spetafor and Full Throttle with the Gent. Got to thank all those guys for being sponsors. And most of all, got to thank you, the fans, here on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing, out there on Facebook Live, YouTube, and Twitch. Thank you guys for without you guys and without the leagues and the great leagues that we broadcast, we would not be here today. On behalf of myself, Phil Lacasse, Todd Truan, or Jack Truan as everybody calls him. He is a Todd, by the way. Also got to thank Ron Piles and Brett Rolls and Martin Karch out there for some graphic designs. I'm Todd Stanton signing off here for tonight. I bid you goodbye for a double build for tomorrow night. So have a good night, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Here we have a double build on docket. It will be over on the asphalt side and on the dirt side over there. I think it's Double Down series, and we also got some asphalt racing right there directly before that one. And I'm sorry I didn't get the league's name right, but we'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.